timetables can create tricky and frankly rather unpleasant questions. But let's master them. Short journeys. A bus leaves a village at 9:19 and arrives in the town at 9:42. How long was the journey? Well, the crucial thing is that these both times are after 9 o'clock like this. So we're really looking at the difference between 19 and 42 because they're the same hour. So the way we find that difference between these two numbers is to subtract 19 from 42. So let's have a look. We've got 42 and 19, and I like to keep a big space between the columns because I'm not going to make a mistake, or at least I'm not going to make a column-based mistake. Can't take 9 from 2, so I'm going to have to crack one of these 10s over here. I get 10 here, and I reduce 40 to 30. So now it's 9 from 12, which is 3, and 1 from 3, which is 2, 23. And the answer is 23 minutes. For a check, I could add 23 to 19 and get 42, but I'm pretty confident that's correct. Now, long journeys, this is where the misery starts. The basic problem is that we work in tens and hundreds and things, but they're only 60 minutes in an hour, so timetables work in 60s. And the solution is to think about 60s. Think about 60-minute segments, 60, 60, 60, which are, of course, hours. Let's have a look at a problem. A bus leaves Glasgow at 12:50. It arrives in Edinburgh at 14:09. How long is the journey? Well, obviously, 12 to 14 is not the same hour. Things are getting a bit more complicated. So in this case, we are going to draw a timeline. But this is all going to be about 60, 12, 13, 14. We draw on here the start and finish, so we don't need to be too precise. That's 12:50, and the finish is over here, and that's 14:09. Now, this journey is made up of 3 parts. The bit that gets us to 13, which is 1 o'clock, the bit that gets us to 14, which is 2 o'clock, that's an hour, and of course the bit from 14 to 14:09. From 50 to, and I hope you remember now, this is 60 minutes in an hour. From 12:50 to 1 o'clock is 10 minutes. This, of course, is an hour, and 14 to 14:09 is 9 minutes. Let's add the minutes together. 10 plus 9 equals 19. If this was over 60, we would subtract 60 and make an extra hour, but it's not, 19. So 19 minutes, 1 hour. The answer is 1 hour and 19 minutes. So the key, draw the line. You don't have to write it 60, just remember that these are 60s. Work out the parts. So here's your chance to show off your new skills. I'll be giving you the answers in a few moments. Right, this first one. How many minutes should the 7:20 bus take to go from Wigan to Lowestock? Well, there's the 7:20. Lowestock is the 8:09. We're going to draw something that's going to help us. This, just 60, just so you don't forget that. 7 o'clock, that's 8 o'clock. And there is the 7:20 when you start the journey at Wigan, and there is the 8:09. Not drawn to scale, obviously. So let's have a think. 40. Well, we get 40 from subtracting 20 from 60. And there's 9 that takes us from 8 to 8:09. Just so you know, 60 minus 20. Ooh, 1 0 0 0. That's 2 from 6 is 40. Hopefully you can do that in your head or your fingers and toes. And 40 plus 9 is 49 minutes. Thank you very much. 2 marks. Pretty good, easy, 2 marks. This is a harder one. And it's harder because you've got to explain it. You probably can work out the answer. It's for 3 marks. So you've got to think of a few things that can score marks. Let's start. You get 7-minute journey from 8 o'clock. You are going to get the 8:09, which will get you into Bolton at 8:58. You've then got a 15-minute walk, so it'll be 2 minutes to 9 o'clock, and then 13 minutes from then, so it's 9:13. But what do you actually write? And I think you write everything. 8 o'clock plus 7 minutes is 8:07. Gets the 8:09 bus. Arrives Bolton 8:58. 8:58 plus 15 minutes. 2 minutes to get to 9 o'clock. 13 minutes left. 9:13. Yes, she arrives at 9:13 before 9:20. Answer it as if you think the examiner is an idiot. He's probably not an idiot, or she's not an idiot, but they might have just had a big row with their kids. Do not give them an excuse to find anything wrong, and state the obvious. Will she get to work? Yes. She arrives at 9:13, which is before 9:20. Just how simple is that? Well, we've taken something tricky. I hope we've made it easy. Why not subscribe? So much more out there. Best of luck.